Today we're looking at Ubisoft's jam sessions for the Nintendo DS. Now this is an interesting one. From the cover graphic, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this was perhaps a portable version of Guitar Hero or Guitar Freaks, but Nintendo have decided to take guitar simulation in a very different direction from those highly popular games. In fact, jam sessions isn't really a game at all. You use the D-pad, or the lettered buttons if you're sinister, to select chords, and the stylus to strum. And you either follow the included song sheets or play your own stuff, and that's about it. In the Play Songs mode, there are demos of the first 10 songs for you to imitate, and the music only scrolls if you get the right chords, but the emphasis is really on the freedom to explore your own creativity. So, for example, you are encouraged to make up your own strumming rhythms. Now, it doesn't sound bad if you play it through headphones or an external speaker, and there will be a performance bundle being released in a couple of months, which will have an amplifier in it to help create a more natural sound. Other nice audio touches include the distinction between the downstroke and upstroke, which you can fine-tune to your own taste in the settings, and there are a couple of stackable effects, including distortion and flanger. You can also tune up or down to allow you to play along to a CD which isn't in true pitch, but you can't vary the tuning of the individual strings within the chord, so no drop-tune setups. Jam Sessions boasts a very impressive 100+ chord range, and you can edit together your own chord palettes to be able to quickly access any 8 at a time. This customizable emphasis is continued in the display, with 60 wallpapers and 8 string graphics to choose from. But there are some serious limitations. You can only play chords, and full 6-string chords at that. There is absolutely no facility for playing melodies. They also really missed a trick in not having the backing track feature that was rumoured at one stage. And while the liberty of the free play mode is a real strength, then having some more structured feedback, for example in the Play Songs mode, would have been useful and might have encouraged you to practice more. Another gripe is that the cover actually says sing and play, but the singing feature is just you singing along. How on earth can Nintendo claim to be facilitating that? You can actually pick up your vocals on the microphone in the DS, but that sounds really crap and you can't actually record through it. There are also no vocal demos or training tools. Now don't get me wrong, it's great in that you can pick this up and instantly be able to play at least a basic chord sequence, even with no musical knowledge or experience at all. And you will quickly become good at trickier things such as smooth chord changes, effects such as damping the strings, and complex rhythms and progressions. But to be honest, if you're going to put in the time to get good at playing this as a guitar substitute, you might want to think about picking up a cheap acoustic and learning to play that instead. So it's not Guitar Hero, and it's not a guitar. But as a tool in its own right, Jam Sessions does have its own place. You can record up to 5 one-minute long compositions, so it's a pretty handy scratch pad for when you're out and about, if you don't have a portable sequencer. It's also a good tool for developing musicality by using the chord recognition section in the training menu, which is also the most game-like feature of this title. You are played a series of unidentified chords, and your task is to play them back correctly. You can do this in every key and at a variety of difficulty levels. This is quite fun if you're into minigames, and is excellent training for your ear and helps familiarise you with the way chord progression works. In fact, I remember doing similar exercises in music lessons when I was a kid. Overall, I think this title is a little bit confused. It's trying both to be a serious musical application, but also to have a mass appeal to a non-musical market. The result is something that doesn't have enough features to be the one, and is nowhere near fun enough to be the other. So, at £30 at GameStation and $25 at Amazon, Play and HMV.com, it's probably a little bit steep. And so to the stars. Jam Sessions is almost impossible to rate. As a game, it sucks balls, but that's because it's not a game. As a tool, it does have some value. It's clearly part of Nintendo's drive towards educational and practical software for the DS, and hopefully it will get picked up by schools and teachers. But with a gamer in mind, this gets a 2.